Welcome back to the channel, where we strip away the gloss and dive into the gritty reality lurking beneath society's surface. Today, we're tearing down the facade of the American dream, exposing the risks in upward mobility, the healthcare quagmire, the retirement riddle, and the consumerism conundrum. This isn't your high school history lesson. It's a raw, unfiltered look at the economic and social battlegrounds millennials and Gen Z are currently navigating. So, if you're ready for a dose of truth with a side of dark humor, let's break it down. My name's Mark, and welcome to Evergreen. We create deep dives into the dark side of economics, business, and finance, empowering you with the knowledge to take charge of your financial future. Now, tap in, and I'll explain. The American dream promised us upward mobility like it was going out of style. But here in 2024, it feels like we're chasing ghosts. The reality, stagnant wages and a cost of living that's sprinting like Usain Bolt. Median household income, it's down by 4.7% since 2019. Now let's not even start on the student debt saga, chaining an entire generation into financial purgatory. Yet, in the face of this bleakness, we adapt. We're the side hustle generation, turning passions into paychecks, because the traditional 9-to-5 is no longer just cutting it. But let's be real, when buying a home feels like a pipe dream and saving for retirement seems like planning for a vacation to Mars, it's clear the rules of the game have changed. It's not just about working hard anymore, it's about working smart, challenging the status quo and redefining success on our own terms. In a land where just work hard is the mantra, many of us are finding the ladder of upward mobility slick with oil, with society holding the base on shaky ground. We're in an era where median household incomes are shrinking and not growing, despite productivity skyrocketing. The dream of home ownership and a cushy retirement feels more like a fairy tale, whispered in the night to keep the boogeyman of economic reality at bay. Yet it's not all doom and gloom. In the shadow of this broken system, a new breed of dreamers is emerging. They're resilient and innovative and unwilling to follow the worn paths of old. We're side hustling, gigging, and redefining success on our own terms, crafting ladders out of digital code, creating fire and entrepreneurial spirit. It's a testament to our determination to rebuild the dream, one unconventional step at a time. Now, diving into healthcare feels like opening Pandora's box, and it's full of unpaid medical bills and insurance premiums that can make a grown man cry. In the richest country in the world, getting sick can bankrupt you faster than you can say copay. With millions uninsured and a system that's more complicated than quantum physics, the promise of healthcare for all feels more like a cruel joke. And the plot thickens with the pandemic's aftermath, leaving a scar on our collective consciousness and our wallets. And while some battle to change the system, many of us are left navigating the minefield, hoping not to step on a landmine that could blow our financial future to bits. It's a stark reminder that in the fight for health, knowledge is power, and change is overdue. In wandering into the labyrinth of American healthcare armed with only a thread of hope, many find themselves facing a minotaur of financial ruin. In 2024, the battle scars of the pandemic era still linger, with millions uninsured and the cost of care skyrocketing. The idea that a single illness or accident could obliterate one's savings is a stark reality, casting a long shadow over the pursuit of happiness. But here in the darkest corners of despair, the light of activism shines brightly. A generation is rising, demanding more than band-aid solutions and empty promises. We're advocating for a healthcare system that heals rather than harms, ensuring that no one has to choose between life and financial ruin. It's a fight for the soul of our nation, fueled by the belief that healthcare is a right, not a privilege.
I think we have to do the numbers. We've got to figure out what it is. But what we do know is 65 is way too low, and we need to increase that. We need to do it according to life expectancy.
Now, remember hearing about that thing called retirement? That magical time of leisure and relaxation after decades of hard work? Well, for many of us, that's looking more like a mirage in an endless desert of work. The shift from pensions to 401ks placed the burden of retirement squarely on your shoulders. In an economy where saving feels like trying to fill a leaky bucket. The golden years are times of rest and relaxation and reaping the rewards of a lifetime of labor. Or so the story used to go. For many of us, the reality is shaping up to be less golden and more tarnished. With the mirage of retirement fading faster than a sunset on a stormy night, pension plans have become relics. And the 401k is honestly a gamble in an economy where the house plays and always wins. The prospect of working until our last breath is becoming an all too real nightmare for many. Yet, in this bleak forecast, a new vision for the future is emerging. We're reimagining retirement, embracing minimalism, financial independence, and a return to community living. It's about creating a life where work is a choice, not a necessity. A life rich in experiences, not just material wealth. This is the new retirement dream, one built on our terms, within our reach. The truth hits hard for the younger folks. with many playing into pensions but drowning in the doubt that what the future actually holds. It's a generation staring down the barrel of working into their 70s, not out of choice, but necessity. Yet there's a silver lining, a growing movement towards financial independence, minimalist living, and reimagining retirement. It's about creating a future where work is an option, not a death sentence.
Well, saving is the first important step, no doubt, but money is something you should learn more about. I'm not the richest duck in the world today because I just salted my money away.
Now, stepping into the world of millennials and Gen Z, you'll find the consumerism playbook being rewritten. Gone are the days where success was measured by the car you drove or the size of your house. Today, it's about the richness of your experiences, the authenticity of your connections, and the impact you make on your world. Digital nomads are leading the charge, favoring brands that stood for something more than just profit. They're investing sustainably, supporting ethical businesses, and choosing experiences that enrich their lives over possessions that clutter them. It's a powerful statement against the consumerism trap, driven by a desire for a life that's not just lived, but felt. In the age of social media and instant gratification, the consumerism trap has never been more alluring. Yet, as we stand at the precipice looking down at a sea of empty purchases and unfulfilled desires, millennials and Gen Z are stepping back, questioning the narrative. We're seeing through the illusion that happiness cannot be bought, and understanding that life, experiences, connections, and authenticity hold more value than the latest gadget or fashion trend. This is a rebellion against the consumerism trap, our declaration of independence from the materialism that has ensnared previous generations. We're investing in sustainable living, ethical consumption, and building a legacy of positive impact. It's a movement towards a future where success is measured not by what we accumulate, but by the lives we touch and the experiences we cherish. So, where do we go from here? Armed with the knowledge of the challenges we face, it's time to carve out a new path. The American dream might have lost its shine, but it's not beyond saving. It's about embracing the struggle, advocating for systemic change, and building a future where success is measured not by what we own, but by what we contribute. Well, thanks for hanging out with us as we dissected the American dream. These videos are time consuming to write, produce, and edit. If you like our content, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Be sure to follow us on our other social media platforms so you don't miss out on other content from us. I've been Mark, you've been great, stay dangerous, and we'll see you in the next one.